Roman script demand in Tripura. In Tripura, a state in northeastern India, there has been a long-standing demand for the use of Roman script for the Kokborok language. Kokborok is the native language of the indigenous Tripuri people and is recognized as one of the official languages of the state. The demand for the use of Roman script in Kokborok language has primarily been driven by linguistic and cultural factors. Advocates argue that using the Roman script would make it easier for people, especially the younger generation, to learn and communicate in their native language. It is believed that the Roman script is more widely understood and used globally, which could facilitate communication and cultural exchange with people outside the region. However, it's important to note that the use of scripts for languages is a complex issue with various linguistic, cultural, and historical considerations. The official script for Kokborok has traditionally been the Bengali script, which is widely used in the state due to historical and cultural ties with the Bengali-speaking population. Efforts have been made by the government and linguistic organizations to address the demand for the Roman script in Kokborok. In 2014, the Tripura government established a Kokborok Development Authority (KDA) to promote and develop the language. The KDA has taken initiatives to introduce textbooks, literature, and other resources in the Roman script to facilitate the learning and promotion of Kokborok. It's worth mentioning that language-related decisions, including script choices, are often the subject of ongoing discussions, consultations, and debates among linguistic experts, language speakers, and government authorities. The resolution of such demands depends on a variety of factors, including the linguistic characteristics of the language, socio-cultural considerations, and the aspirations of the language community. One of the reasons behind the War of 1971, Bangladesh War of Independence, was linguistic and cultural differences. Language movement. The Bengali-speaking population of East Pakistan felt marginalized as Urdu was declared the sole national language of Pakistan in 1948, despite Bengali being widely spoken in East Pakistan. This led to the language movement of 1952 and subsequent protests for linguistic rights. Cultural and economic disparities. There were perceived disparities in economic development and allocation of resources between East and West Pakistan, leading to a sense of neglect and discrimination among the people of East Pakistan. Comparison of linguistic conflicts of Bangladesh War and Tripura demand of Roman script. While both the linguistic conflicts during the Bangladesh War and the demand for the Roman script in Tripura revolve around language-related issues, there are notable differences between the two cases. Here's a comparison. 1. Nature of conflict. Bangladesh War. The linguistic conflict during the Bangladesh War was a major component of a broader struggle for independence and self-determination. It was intertwined with political, economic, and cultural grievances, and ultimately led to the creation of a separate nation. Tripura Roman script demand. The demand for the Roman script in Tripura is primarily focused on the mode of writing the Kokborok language. It is a more localized issue centered around linguistic identity and the ease of communication, rather than a movement for political separation. 2. Political context. Bangladesh War. The conflict in East Pakistan, now Bangladesh, had deep-rooted political dimensions, with the Awami League demanding greater autonomy and self-rule for the Bengali-speaking population. It escalated into a full-scale war as the military crackdown and political deadlock intensified. Tripura Roman script demand. The demand for the Roman script in Tripura is not linked to a broader political struggle for independence or autonomy. It primarily stems from cultural and linguistic aspirations of the Kokborok-speaking community within the framework of the Indian state of Tripura. 3. International involvement. Bangladesh War. The Bangladesh War received international attention and intervention, with India providing support to the Bengali liberation movement and eventually engaging in a military offensive against Pakistan. Tripura Roman script demand. The demand for the Roman script in Tripura has not garnered significant international attention or intervention. It remains primarily a regional issue within the state of Tripura in India. 4. Scale and violence. Bangladesh War. The conflict in East Pakistan involved large-scale violence, including a brutal military crackdown and human rights abuses against the Bengali population. It resulted in a significant loss of life, mass displacements, and a refugee crisis. Tripura Roman script demand. The demand for the Roman script in Tripura has been relatively peaceful and has not involved the scale of violence witnessed during the Bangladesh War. It has primarily been expressed through peaceful protests, advocacy, and cultural initiatives. 5. Independence outcome. Bangladesh War. The Bangladesh War resulted in the establishment of an independent nation, Bangladesh, separate from Pakistan. It brought an end to the conflict and led to the recognition of Bengali as one of the national languages of Bangladesh. Tripura Roman script demand. The demand for the Roman script in Tripura does not seek independence or separation from India. Rather, it aims to promote the use of Roman script alongside the existing script for the Kokborok language within the framework of the Indian state of Tripura. Overall, the linguistic conflicts during the Bangladesh War and the demand for the Roman script in Tripura differ in their political context, scale of violence, international involvement, and ultimate goals. While both revolve around language-related issues, the historical and socio-political contexts of the conflicts set them apart in terms of their nature and outcomes.